So once your child is really confident in reading CVC words, you can move on to the next stage, which are letter blends. A letter blend is two consonants that are squeezed together, or you can call them scooping together. And so you teach them to look at this instead of as like ba, la, to say blah. And so you probably want to introduce these in sets. A lot of people like to do the L ones first. So blah, cla, fla, gla, pla. And then show them how you put these into a word. So you're going to use this CVC, but this is going to be a blend, and then your vowel, and then a consonant. So this is blah, ot, blah, ip. So a lot of times I like to show them the whole list with just one sound. So I'm going to use ip, blip, clip, flip, flip, glip, plip. And you'll notice that not all of those are real words. And so we would go ahead and cross out the ones that are not real words. And we do this together because they don't always know all the words. Like blip, they might not know what that is. And then I would start putting out some practice sentences. So I put this all on one line. The clam did clap. And then I might even have a picture of a clam for us to work with. So I usually like to give them a passage or a poem to read. You can find these online all the time on like Pinterest. So this one is using the dra sound. A dream. I drank a soda made of drool and little drops of cream. A dragon was my friend. And then I woke up. It was a dream. So I would read this to them, and then we would read it together. And then later in the week, I would expect them to read it on their own. So we would read this, and then on the first day, I usually have them find all the words that follow our pattern. And then on the second day, we read it again, and then I have them draw a picture. And then on the third day, I'm usually expecting by then that they can read it themselves. So there are lots of ways to practice blends. You can find a ton of them on Pinterest, lots of worksheets, games, and then you can give them like a list like this and practice reading the words together or reading them by themselves or marking the ones that aren't actually real words. There are games that you can find. This is a nice way to practice these. This is Big Box of Word Chunks. So it gives you all sorts of letter groupings, and they're chunked for you. So it has just the basic sounds, and then it also has these blends. So fla. And you could lay out the other ones and have them figure out, oh, can I make any words that match? Flap, yes, that's a word. But flab, I don't know if I've heard that word. Flam, no, I definitely haven't heard that word. And you can do the same thing with just sheets of paper, or I always used to use index cards, and I just wrote those on there. You could print them though, either way. So once you've gotten through the first set, the la blends, then you want to teach the R blends. So that's br, cr, dra, fra, gra, pra, and tra. And then the S blends, sta, sla, sma, sna, spa, swa. And the note on these S blends, the reason why you usually want to do these ones later is because there's a couple that can be used at the end of a word. So sta, like in stop, or it can also come at the end of the word like blast. Same thing with SP. So spot or wasp. And so that's a note that you need to make when you get to that point. So it doesn't really matter how long it takes you to teach these. A lot of teachers in the classroom will try to aim for one list per week. That can be a lot to get through. You could break it up over a couple of weeks or even take a whole month. You could just do one individual sound at a time if they're really struggling. So whatever it is that you need to do in order to get through it, it's better to spend the time just working on it before trying to rush on to the next level. So I'll see you in the next video.